Hey, what up, y'all? Saj back at you here again. All right, so check this out. Uh, Talked long and hard about making this video and what I was gonna call it, but I decided, you know what? Well, as far as the name go, I'm just gonna call it how I throw the chopper. Okay? I'm gonna show you guys how I personally throw the chopper, what goes into it. The reason I say that is because, as you guys know, Cashier Cage, as we all know, I ain't gonna say you guys, Cashier Cage is the one who really got us focused on the chopper. He brought it to the forefront, and we all jumped on the bandwagon. And right now, the chopper is pretty much, from what I've been seeing out there in the YouTube land, a lot of folks right now is throwing a chopper, and that's a good thing. Don't get me wrong, okay? Uh, some throw it. I'm gonna let Cage do the commentary on who's throwing the chopper correct and not correct. That's not the idea here, okay? Because again, he's the maestro on it. Like I said, I'm gonna show you how I go about throwing the chopper. Because, like I said, there's several different ways of throwing the chopper. Right now, if you check out Cashier's Cage channel, and yo, big shout out to Cashier Cage. What up, bro? Right now, his latest video he just put out was the Spread Eagle chopper, which again is a great chopper. That's one variant of the chopper. And then for those of you chopper enthusiasts, you notice the drag and drop chopper. Okay, there's the off the deck chopper, there's the on the deck chopper. So there's a whole bunch of variation of the chopper. Okay, but there's a couple of characteristics of the chopper. I won't get into the characteristics, but those of you that's throwing the chopper correctly know what the characteristics are and know what you should be looking for. However, like I said, I'm just going to show you how I throw the chopper. Maybe you might see something that you like, okay, and can take something away from it. And if nothing else, I can take this video and put it in my archive, and if I ever have a long layout for whatever reason, you know, like when I go down home to the Virgin Islands, go home to St. Thomas, and gotta come back and, you know, relearn everything, try to get dial back in, I can go back and pull up this video and go, oh yeah, you know, and all them little, all the little things, you know, the little details, I will be able to, you know, pick back up from this video. So that's what I'm gonna try to do, putting everything into it that I can. So, all right. All that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So, I'm gonna try to do this by the numbers, like the drill sergeant used to say. By the numbers, step, ready, step. All right. So, first thing I'm gonna start off with, step one. My stance. Okay. I ain't gonna call it the stance because everybody got a different stance for whether you throw par GTC. I'm gonna say my stance. This is how I stand when I throw the chopper. I take my left leg, put it forward, almost literally up under the table at an angle, so that I'm kind of bracing up, and that's why I put this camera behind of me, you know, not so you guys can see my big bully calves, but to show off the stance. Okay, one leg forward, then I bring the right leg up, almost like you're walking, step ready step. Okay, left leg forward, right leg back. All right, once my legs are in place for the stance, okay, I'm pretty much braced up against the chip rail. Okay, I'm braced up against the chip rail because I'm stepping into it, and that's how I want my body to feel, tight against the chip rail. All right, next, reach over, get the dice, you know, get the stack, put them in stack formation. Okay, and reach down. All right, now this is the interesting part. I might have to try and bring this camera in closer. I don't know if I can do this with it being that far away, but give me a second here. Bear with me. Let me try to bring this camera in. Like I said, this isn't just for you, but this is for me at a later date. All right. Sorry about the Blair Witch action that I got going here right now. I'm gonna try to bring this camera down, bring you at almost a table level so you can see the grip as it happens. And I'm gonna talk through the grip best I can. All right. Like I said, all right. So my stance, like I said, is almost 1 foot behind the other. Left foot forward, right leg up against the toe. Okay, up against the heel of the other foot. So I'm kind of standing, I don't know how you call that. All right. Almost like I'm walking or running or marching. All right. Come over the top. All right. Your index finger and thumb with my index finger and thumb. All right. And go down the cutting edge of the dice. Now, here's the kicker. When go down the cutting edge of the dice, all I'm doing is, feeling the cutting edge. I'm not squeezing. I'm not going down. Okay. Yeah, dice pressure. Okay, or finger pressure on the dice. All right. That's what I'm gonna talk about here for a second. The finger pressure on the dice. Okay. As I go down the dice face, the cutting edge, it's a very light finger pressure, just enough pressure to keep both dice aligned over each other. Okay, I'm not, coming in and kind of squeezing, going down real tight. Actually, I used to do that. Okay, and go down real tight, and now I got the dice, in a tight pinch. Okay, no, that's not good. Actually, the chopper can be thrown like that, and I threw it like that for quite a while, but my results was, variable. Okay, what seems to work best for me is, again, you're going with a very light grip, just enough finger pressure to slide down the cutting edge of both dice. Then, when you get to the as your finger cross that threshold to where you start contacting the second dice, you introduce your middle finger to the back as a stabilizer. You'll hear Cage talk about the stabilization of the dice, because right now with the grip that he's using, the spread eagle grip, there is no stabilization. You're just coming in with 2 fingers over the top. Okay. And when I was throwing the spread eagle down there in the Bahamas, I would come in over the top, pick the dice up, and then once I moved them to the launch zone, then I would place all my fingers down, and everybody's like, "Ooh!" And then the pit boss started giving me shit. Oh, you must have to be a pilot to what he said. You got to be certified to throw that toss. Yes, people pick on you because they see you doing something a little different. Which I just laughed at them and said, "Hell yeah, yes you do. You need to have a license to throw it, shit. You want to be a smart ass? I'll be a smart ass back too." All right, enough about that. So like I said, back to finger pressure. All right, finger pressure down the cutting edge is very light, just enough to keep the dice configured on top of each other. Introduce the middle finger. All right, so let's see. As you see them, as you look at them, okay, should look like that. That's how I got them. Okay, and that is a very light grip. Very light grip, just enough so that you could literally take them up off the table. And I call this the pickup zone, because with the chopper, you have your pickup zone, and of course you have your launch zone. You're gonna pick them up directly in front of you, okay, using a very light grip. That's what I use, a very light grip. Slide fingers down the cutting edge, and as soon as my index finger touches the base of the felt, I stop. I stop pushing my finger down. Like I said, it's a very light grip, okay? And the index finger and the thumb comes in over the top. When they reach, as soon as they reach the halfway point, where I'm making contact with the lower dice, I introduce the ring finger, put that down on the side for stabilization, keep sliding them down the base until as soon as the index finger touches the felt. So my index finger is actually probably lower than my thumb, okay? That's how I set it up, okay? My index finger come all the way down, touches the felt, and wherever the thumb is at, that's where the thumb is at, okay? So, and also something that I know a little different. I know Cage, when Cage sets the dice up, he sets them up diagonally, so when you look down, it looks like you're looking at a diamond. I did that, okay. However, I found out I was having a little problem, you know, trying to come in over the top. It just felt a little awkward, and I believe you me, I tried. And what has seemed to work out well for me is just keeping the dice parallel to the back wall, okay, coming over the top. Actually, when I had them diagonal like a diamond, looking down on them, I was getting a lot of I'm gonna call it over rotation on the dice. Okay, the dice would hit and want to keep spinning because I guess I was putting too much torque or something. But by having them aligned this way, okay. All right, so coming over the top, very light grip. Start sliding down. Introduce the middle finger. Slide until the index finger touches the felt and stop. Okay. All right. Now I got the dice. I'm gonna pick them up and move them to the launch zone, which is about 9 inches away. All right. When I bring the dice to the launch zone, actually, what I'm doing is I'm looking down at the dice and making sure that they're pretty much parallel to the back wall. Now I got them in that diamond configuration that Cage is talking about, okay? Because this how, let's see, make sure I can show this correctly. This is how you want them when you're throwing them, okay, with your index finger pointing towards the back wall, okay? And so yes, so I still do it like Cache Cage says it, except I do it after the fact. Okay, they still end up in that diamond configuration because that's how you want to throw them to get the most torque on them. I just do it afterwards. So again, coming over the top. All right, the stance, and the stance for me is I want to say subliminal. I just, you know, naturally you're gonna see my left foot forward under the table, right foot bracing up so that my body's braced up, coming over the top, very light grip, slide down over the cutting edge, and sometimes the dice move around, especially if they're brand new dice, okay, slide down over the cutting edge, introduce the ring finger, as soon as the index finger touches the felt, stop, I stop, pick them up, bring them around. Alright, now I'm looking down the dice. From my view, I'm looking down at my hand, looking at the side of my hand here, okay, making sure that my thumb and my index finger are straight, which means the dice should be straight in perfect alignment to the back wall, okay? And I'm holding the dice about an inch to 2 inches off the felt right now, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and throw this one and come back and talk about it. All right, dice out. All right, so 617. That's besides the point. Okay. Let's come back in on that close up, because I'm gonna throw a couple of these. Uh, let's use a Hardway 5454. Alright. And okay, maybe a couple more things I need to add in here too. So the dice placement. Alright, like I said. Okay, the stance, got the stance down, body wedged up. And when my body's wedged up, I take my hands and kind of pull my body up to the chip rail, so I'm locked in. Okay, I am locked and loaded. All right, then I lean over, reach down. Okay, where I position the dice at is right about 9 inches from the back wall. Actually about 10 inches from the back wall. Okay, or from the side wall where I'm at. Okay, so when I get to a table, first thing I do to orient myself is I take my finger and I'll measure it out using my thumb and ring finger and just stretch it out, because I know at full extension I got about 9 inches there, and put the dice on top of it, that's 10 inches. So I know exactly where I want my dice at. And when I'm moving from the pickup zone to the launch area, that's another 9 inches or so ahead, right about 9 inches from where the dice are at. So again, everything probably doesn't have to be that precise, but I like being precise, because you know, the more you can be consistent in everything you do, hopefully we get a consistent repeating numbers or something like that, right? All right, so here goes. All right, so coming over the top. All right, brace the body up, light stance, body braced up, light grip. Coming over the top, introduce the middle finger. As soon as that index finger touches, pick them up, bring them over. All right, got them about 1 inch above the felt. All right, so now I'm looking down the side of my hand here, all the way down to the dice. That's what I'm focused on at first, making sure that my dice on my hand isn't cocked this way or cocked too far over, like so or so. I want it to be, when I look down, I want to see a straight line. The side of my hand here, my index finger and thumb should be in perfect alignment, which means the dice are in perfect alignment as far as being diagonal, okay, for the throw. And as far as you know, are they like 100% level? No, my dice, that's something else I'm gonna get into too. Okay, the dice, when I throw them, are not 100% level. Now you probably can throw them that way, and I do throw them that way sometimes. Okay, however, when your dice are 100% level on top of each other, what you're gonna end up with is what I call dice spiking. If your dice are 100% on top of each other, or your hand goes forward a little too much, one dice is gonna drop on top of the other, and both dice are gonna hit each other when they land. And you're gonna see one dice stop, and the other one continue to the back wall with its momentum. Okay, so to prevent that from happening, let's see, all right, 19 minutes in. To prevent that from happening, what I do is I angle my hand just a little, because the way the dice leaves your hand, with that angle, they're gonna maintain that same angle in flight, and they will not come down on top of each other. You will not end up with any dice spiking. Okay, so again, light grip, coming over the top, introduce the middle finger. As soon as that index finger touches the felt, got him, pick him up, good grip. All right, bring him around, look straight down the side of my hand. All right, everything's in alignment. Okay, my hand right now has just a slight angle to it. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I'm gonna straighten it out and put a flat angle. Let's see. If my hand goes flat right now, this is what it would look like with my hand flat. Okay, with the dice being 100% perpendicular up and down. Okay, that's not how I have them. I have them with just a little angle outwards. Okay, so that when they leave and they get in the air, it'll help with the separation. Because unlike Cashier Cage, if you ever look at Cashier Cage release, when he released the dice, I think you guys should look at that close up. You're gonna see his dice kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't, they separate from each other as they leave his hand. Okay, I got a problem with that. I don't get that separation initially, but as the dice get out there in the air, then they separate. Okay, so here goes. All right, coming over the top, very light grip, just enough to keep them in alignment all the way down. Okay, index finger touch. As soon as it touches the base, I stop, bring them around to the launch zone. All right, look down the dice, make sure my hand is pretty much in line. Okay, straight to the back wall, my thumb and index finger. And then here's something else too, to help keep my body in alignment. Okay, what I will do is, and this is why I really have that, okay, now the sun's starting to come in, that red cam, is what I'm going to do is, you'll see me take and push up on my right, let's see, is that showing up? I will push up on my right toe all the way up, okay, as I release. Okay, so, and also in unison with that, there's a lot of things going on. That's why I said, again, this is how I throw the chopper. Okay, these are all the things that's going through my mind. To keep my hand, okay, once I come around and I get ready to release, this right hand here, I use it to pull my body into the chip rail so that my hand doesn't veer off to the left or to the right, and it just kind of stays straight and come up into the release like I want it. So watch my right hand, pay attention to the right hand, watch my foot. Okay, sun's starting to give a glare. I might have to put up my curtain there. All right, here goes. Coming over the top, light grip, very light finger grip. Index finger touches the felt, bring it around. All right, the grip is still light here. Okay, there it goes. Now watch his hand here and watch the feet. Okay, I push up on my toe in order to give the dice thrust. Okay, all right, I'm gonna move back out to a wide angle here. Let's move this here back. All right, back to a wide angle. Whoop. That didn't quite come down. Like I said, this is how I throw the chopper. I'll keep emphasizing on that. Is there a right way to throw the chopper or a wrong way to throw the chopper? Probably not. But this is how I throw it, and I'm sure Cashier Cage will agree that there's a variety of ways to throw the chopper, because he have originated them all. Whether it's a spread eagle grip, whether it's the dry gun drop, whether it's the off the deck chopper, where it's the on the deck chopper. Right now I'm using the off the deck chopper. Okay. All right. So here goes. All right. Went back to a wide grip, a wide angle. What I'm gonna say is, pay attention during my release to my, I don't know if that's showing up. Okay, I got, you know what? I gotta put up this curtain. Give me a second here. I gotta put up a curtain because I'm only doing this video one time for one time, and I'm gonna try to make it as best I can. Okay, I got my, yes, this is the black shower curtain that I'm about to put up to try and block the glare that's coming in behind me. So give me a second while I hang my laundry up. Alright, let's get this up here. And as I do this, the more stuff I put up to block out the glare, the more it becomes like an oven out here in the friggin' backyard. Oh boy. Okay, here it goes. Alright, I think, okay. Alright, I think we got it. So, let's go again. Alright, so like I was saying, pay attention to this right foot here. You know, this is how I get thrust into the chopper, by using my right feet, to get the dice propelled forward. Yes, it can be done with your hand. And, you know, Cage, I'm sure, does it with just his hand. He kind of, what he calls, stiff arms it, you know. I throw it that way sometime too, but what I found out is throwing it this way here seems to be a little bit more effective for me. So here it goes. Alright. Alright. Once you get to the launch zone, alright, I'm in place. Got the dice, make sure everything's aligned. Right hand, watch the right hand. I'm gonna take my right hand, and during the release, it's gonna pull my body in to keep my hand in alignment. And watch the foot, watch the right foot. All right, let me put them back down. All right, at regular speed, this is what it looks like. All right, get the stance, good. Lean over, grip, light grip, come down to the base, introduce the middle finger, index finger touches, pick them up, lean over. I also drop my right shoulder too. It helps to keep my body in alignment. All right, got everything lined up. Now watch my right foot, dice out. Okay, I push up on my right leg to help give the dice that additional thrust, okay? Because if you give them too much thrust, too much momentum, they're gonna crash the back wall. That's not what, no. You don't want that. That's not what you want. And so here goes. Let's do it again. All right, pay attention to the right leg. And watch the release. All right, let's get a good grip. Take some. All right, it's a 6-4-10. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let's throw 2 more real quick using the hard way set. Not like you can see it, don't make a difference, that's besides the point. Alright. Alright. Left leg forward, right leg bracing up, hand bracing up, body braced up. Very light grip, very light grip. Introduce the middle finger. Take them to the launch zone. I drop my right shoulder because it just helps to keep my body in alignment. Okay, so I'll drop my right shoulder and get ready to start pulling in against the chip rail. All right. Like so. Okay, so I'm gonna stay like this for a second. Watch my right leg, okay, as I push out. All right, this is what I got. This is what I got. push up on the right leg, all the way up, to propel the dice forward. Of course, it's a 257, if anybody cares to know. All right, I'm gonna throw one more. All right. Let's do the regular speed. Pick the dice up. All right, brace the body up, set the dice up. Light grip over the top. Down the cutting edge very lightly. Introduce the middle finger. Bring them around to the lock zone. Drop my right shoulder. Brace everything up. Make sure my index finger is in a line. Dice out. All right, that's a 358. Okay. So all that synchronization takes place. Now, I'm gonna tell you a couple of things that I've learned in throwing the chopper. Okay. Number one, once you master the grip, once you get the grip down and all that, okay. Here's the thing: if your grip is too tight, if you gripping the dice too tight, what's gonna happen is the dice will go out still. Okay, they will still go out. However, your spin rate or rate of spin is going to be slower. Okay, I'll say it again. Your spin rate is going to be slower. Why? Because guess what? Think of it this way. If you take and you just flick your fingers, if you had, I don't know, what's a good example? I don't know, something like if you had a fidget spinner, one of them fidget spinner thing in your hand that people like to play with, or used to, because not too popular anymore, and you did it, you just kind of use your finger and kind of spin them, okay, very lightly, okay, but if you grabbed it tight and spun it, it would still spin, but it would spin slower. So what I'm saying about the chopper is to get a higher spin rate, okay? A higher spin rate, when you release the chopper, your grip needs to be light, okay? A very light grip, not light to where, you don't have control over the dice, light enough to where when you flick your finger, like Cashier Cage always said, it's almost like snapping your finger. You want that energy transferred from your finger, okay, ever so lightly and quickly, that the dice feels all that energy and it's flicked off your finger. So here goes. All right. And I've learned to get my spin rate up pretty decent. Okay. Here it goes. I am going to go with a slow spin rate because I'm going to show you right now. I'm just going to grab the dice kind of tight and go dice out. If you could see those dice in slow motion right now, they left my hand okay, and everything was okay. There was nothing wrong with the toss. The spin rate was just slow, which a lot of time leads to the dice going out of sync, okay, or losing pitch. However, okay, with a light grip, all right, here goes. I'm going to use a light grip, coming over the top very lightly. Trace them down the side, stop, got them. Just a light grip, here it goes. Dice out. I can really, put my body into it. As I pull my body in, I can put some torque on the dice and get a high spin rate. Now, what the hell does spin rate have to do with anything besides making the dice fly faster in flight? For me, it helps to keep my dice in sync, okay? And it also now helps to just keep them in sync and in pitch. At a slower spin rate, what you will see is, as the dice spin, instead of staying totally correlated like how cage, okay, dice looks in flight, what you end up with is the dice start to wobble. One of them will wobble a little or whatever. And I've seen that with my toss in slow motion. That's another observation. That's why I decided, you know what? I need to get my spin rate up. And also, in getting my spin rate up, the problem that I used to have with my dice being too close in flight, okay, where they was almost damn near landing on each other, but I figured out how to compensate for that. I don't have that issue anymore. I don't have that issue anymore. I'm starting to get good separation in flight. And when I say separation, about 1 to 2 inch, okay, 1 to 2 inches, that's about it. So again, because of the spin rate, because my spin rate was too slow, the dice would come out and basically just kind of follow each other and separate just enough so they didn't pile drive each other into the film. But now with a higher spin rate, okay, it causes the dice to want to separate. Dice out. Okay? Causes the dice to want to separate. And let's see, I think I got enough. Let me do a couple of things here real quick. This is already going to be a long, not long, but all right. I'm going to take this, take the felt up. Let's take the felt up real quick. And throw a couple. Let's just get this out the way for right now. Get my back wall back in place. Okay. And let's get the landing zone, cam back to the landing zone. Hope that all these systems are still working. Okay, let's get that up. Right now I'm running on battery, and I know I don't have much left, but we're gonna try and get a couple of toss in real quick. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and need to check the focus on this real quick. Okay, looks good. Back up. Okay, hopefully everything's still rolling. Okay, so here it goes. Let's throw 10 toss using the 3V. Okay. And again, everything that I just showed, just know that every toss that I throw, all that's going into it. From my stance, to the light grip, to checking the dice when I pick them up, as far as the alignment to the back wall, and pushing up on the right toe during the release. Alright, so here goes. Good grip. Alright, hands align, dice off. Alright, that's a 369 Nina. Alright, one. Yeah, that sound actually scared the shit out of me. I saw a customer felt no noise till just now. I'm like, what the hell? Where did that come from? Alright, there goes. Alright. Just get a good grip. Light grip down the edges. Introduce the middle finger. Dice on. 639. Boom. Front bar winner. That's 2. And I'm sure, and all this being said, Cashier Cage will, you know, if I miss something, I'm sure he'll definitely chime in and add anything. But like I said, I'm just showing you guys how I throw the chopper, and this is so, again, maybe somebody can pick up something on it, steal it, and make it your own. It's yours. All right. And yo, Cage, if you see anything in here, this is another reason I'm doing this. Not just for myself and not just for you. This is so that if Cage, if you see anything that, any tips or pointers that you can give me, yo, bruh, you know the deal. I'm all ears. All right, here goes. All right, good grip. Okay, grip. Takes out. Alright, 538. I'm getting a little ricochet. Alright, so 538. I'm throwing a straight up 3V. Haven't offset it, it's not Premier, just a traditional 3V. Alright, there goes. Face on. 415. Again, the thrust behind the dice, a lot of the thrust, let's say, I'm going to say maybe 50% of the momentum as far as the release go in propelling the dice forward, 50% come from the momentum from my hand coming up, and another 50% comes from my foot, my right foot, as I'm pushing up on it. Okay, to ensure, I guess, by pushing up on my right foot and bringing my hand up, it ensures that there's maximum power transfer from my hand, since from my foot to my hand, since that my foot's already pretty much locked. Whatever I do with my hand is basically gonna be felt from my hand up. Okay, there isn't no cushion in between, because my right foot's already up, kind of pushing my body into that configuration, you know, keeping everything solid. All right, so here goes. All right, looking for 5. Still sitting on a 3V. Face off. Alright, we got aces. Aces in both places. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 5. Alright, 5 more toss and I'm gonna end this video. Stop blobbering. Alright, here goes. Again, don't forget the right hand. Watch the right hand. There's a lot of things that goes into this toss for me personally. Alright, let's get that light grip going. Very light. Alright, out of good grip. Okay, here goes. Dice out. That's a 639. I forgot to move the puck, didn't I? I think 8 should be the point. Alright, that's 6 toss. And once again, we got some ricochet on that. Alright. We strive to have minimum minimum rollout, minimum dice scatter, and lots of primary hits. And yeah, those are all characteristics of the chopper. Alright. Thanks, son. 246. Right? We are sitting on a 3V. Now, I'm going to go to the snipe set for the 8 just for shits and grins. Yeah, what the hell? Let's see if we can snipe it. That's why I have those sets up there. Alright. Need to come this way. Well, actually, not the correct snipe set for that. Okay, I gotta stick with a 3V. I must have screwed up and moved the dice around. Alright, let's keep it going. Alright, light grip. Alright. Watch your right hand. As I put my hand here, I drop my right shoulder and start gripping the chip reel. Alright. Dice out. Alright, for 610. I can tell you on that toss, my spin rate was a little low because, again, I'm trying to talk and do all this other stuff. Alright. There it goes. I think I got 2 more tosses left. 2, 4, 6, 8, yep. Alright, here goes. Let's get a good grip. Light grip. Face out. 415. Okay. Alright, 415. Alright, here we go. Sticking with our 3V. Traditional 3V. Take some. 538. Boom. Frontline winner. Love it when a plan comes together. That's a 538. And that was our last toss. Like I said, I only want to do 10 toss. So hopefully this video helps somebody. If nothing else, I know it's going to help me. You know, if not now, at a future date. And whatever feedback I get from Cashier Cage, I will definitely be inputting into my toss. And if nothing else, at a later date, should I ever need to go back and figure out what the hell happened to my chopper toss after making a whole bunch of adjustments and everything's out of whack, I'll have this video in my archive to go back and reference and go, oh, that's what I was doing. I was pushing up on my right toe. I was using a very light grip. I was only holding the dice about 1 inch off the felt. And yeah, I was thinking about eating pizza for dinner every time I did it. There you go. Hello, you know. So I'm just saying, those are all the things that I'm trying, why I made this video, so I can go back and have it in my library for recollection. Again, especially after making adjustments and stuff. You make so many adjustments, then your toss ends up out of whack and you be like, damn, what I had before was better. And you know, I went ahead and tweaked to the left, tweaked to the right. Now I'm totally lost. So I did this while my toss basically seemed to be coalesced in the right direction and everything's happening right. So that if I ever need to go back and reference it, I got this. Okay, so hopefully, like I said, it helps someone out. Cage, any feedback you got, bruh? I'm all ears. Appreciate that. All right, it's been the Sarge getting it in. Yo, take care, my peeps. All right, coming up, I'm 49 minutes in. I talk too much. Sarge out.